Higgsfield just did something nobody else has done. They put their AI tools right inside Adobe. Not the website, not another tab, but right inside Premiere Pro and After Effects. And once you see it and try it, you cannot really go back. So here's how AI editing works right now. You're cutting in Premiere, you need to upscale one video, you have to stop, export it, upload it to some website, wait for it to generate, download it, and then drag it back into your timeline every single time. The loop is the tax you pay for using AI tools with your editing. And this could really destroy your creative flow. But Higgsfield just killed that loop completely. They added 5 AI plugins live inside Adobe, and they sit in the panel right next to your timeline, so you never have to leave your editor. And before we go straight to tutorial how to install and how to use it, let's talk about all 5 of these AI tools. So the first one is reframes. One click crops any clip to vertical, square, or whatever resolution you want, and it tracks your subject automatically. So the focus stays locked as the frame changes. You don't need no keyframing and no manual work. Number 2, we have remove background tool. So pull a clean cutout from any footage, no green screen, and it even handles hair pretty well. Number 3, upscale. So push any clip for HD or 720p to 4K or even 8K, and it actually recovers the detail, and it makes some older videos usable again, which is really important. Number 4, draw to edit. You can draw on your frame. So circle an object, it removes it. Brush an area, it can replace it. You sketch the change and AI does it. Really simple and again, really powerful. And number 5, edit video. So basically just type what you want to see, what you want to change, and AI does it for you. So okay, enough yapping, let's jump in straight to tutorial. So first of all, of course, you need to have Higgsfield account and also some kind of Adobe Creative Cloud subscription to use Premiere Pro or After Effects. For this example, I will use Premiere Pro because this is my daily editor. This is how I edit all my videos on this channel. Next up, you go to Higgsfield.ai. I will leave also link in description because right here they have this button plugins. After that, you have to download the version for you. So they have Mac version and also Windows. For this example, I'm using Windows, and actually if you're using Mac, it's super easy. Let's scroll down, download for Mac and just install it. It's that easy. For Windows, there's extra steps. So if you're new to plugins, first of all, you download the plugin right here, and after that you have to download ZXP and UXP installer. I will leave the link in description, and then just open it and drag the plugin straight right here. It would automatically install it to Premiere Pro. Can see how it looks, and that's basically it for the installation. Next up, let's go to Premiere Pro. You will find your plugins if you click right here on the top on Window, Extensions, and just click on Higgsfield. If you're doing it for the first time, it will pop up a new window, so you have to log into Higgsfield to verify it's your account. It's a really simple setup. After that, you will have this window, which is basically the plugin, and you can move it like any other window on Premiere Pro. I actually like to have it right here. And we have all of our AI plugins right here. So we have draw to video, we have edit video, reframe, remove background, image generation, upscale, and video generation. And actually you can see I already tested it on some of the videos. So I got this stock video from Envato of this guy walking, and I was thinking, how can we actually use AI to make something interesting? I was thinking maybe you can do a video of this guy walking and backgrounds are changing. For example, we have New York, Los Angeles, even space, and this guy stays consistent in the middle. So for this, I used 2 different plugins because I really want to see what's the difference. So I tried video generation and also edit video, and actually I got, I would say, almost the same output. So let me show you. So for this example, this guy is walking, and I want to cut to him walking the same in New York. So same movement, same everything. So he's walking, and you can see, yeah, now he's in New York. Now he's back in his original state. Then you can see I have another generation, and again, he's walking again in New York. So I think it's really cool for music videos, for blogs, for whatever you want, even for these like talking head videos. I could drop my video in. I will show you how it works. So edit video, and you can select which video you want to work on it. So for example, if I click on this video, it finds this video. If I want to work on this video, it finds this video, and then just write whatever you want to change. So for example, if I want to change the background again, just type in right here, put this guy, I don't know, like in space. Then you select the model. So actually for this to work, you have to use Seedance. I tried Kling, it didn't work. Next up, select the resolution. So the lower, the less tokens you use, the cheaper, standard or fast, and the duration. So actually one thing to note, I hope they fix it in the update, it doesn't see how long your video is. For example, if you have 2-second video, you cannot actually select 2-second edit. You have to select 4 seconds, 5 seconds, 6 seconds. 4 seconds is the minimum, so you actually have to manually select 4 seconds to have exactly the same movement and the same model. And otherwise, the video will be longer and you will have some AI-generated frames, which is, we don't need that. And for example, let's go to video generations. You can see all the generations we made, also from past projects. Once the video is done, you can actually take it and just drag it. The same goes for editing videos. You can also drag them right here and the video appears in your AI editor. So again, I think it's really cool and it launched like 20 hours ago. So I'm still trying to find different ways how to use it. But the only limit you have is imagination and also tokens, because of course, all of these generations will cost you tokens and it's not that cheap. That's why I don't recommend using, for example, remove background, because Adobe has pretty good tools to remove background. Also image generation, I would use maybe like ChatGPT or something which almost costs nothing. So I would only use this for upscale, maybe removing and adding backgrounds and manipulating videos by a lot. Because if you want to do small cuts, like small transitions, manual ways, fast and free. So yeah, guys, what do you think about this update? And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. See you next time.